Hi Aries, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for October 2014. Aries, it's an exciting month for you. We have a Mercury retrograde the entire October. We then have a total lunar eclipse which is conjuncting with Uranus, and we wrap up the month with Venus that is going into Scorpio. Aries, we begin the month with Mercury retrograde, and this is beginning from the 4th of October and it lasts till about 25th of October. It's pretty much covering the entire 3 weeks. Now Mercury retrograde, as we all know the drill by heart, it rules your travel and it rules communication. So anything to do with the conversations that you're having, be it emails, SMSs, any form of a conference, interactions with people, communications, seeking articulation, clarity, is going to be requiring an effort. Also, Mercury rules the lower mind. That is how it is that we perceive the information around us and how it is that we relate it further to the people around us. So you could misinterpret things that are being said. You may further convey those or react to those in the way that you have assumed them to be perceiving as. So be a little careful. Seek clarity. Simplify conversations at all points of time. This has to do with your personal as well as your business association. We have the retrograde also, which is going to be affecting your travel. So for those of you who are going to be traveling in October, ensure that your travel tickets are in place, your flights are in order, that is the correct flight. Just recheck it again, that the cars are serviced, your vehicles, bikes are serviced, you're carrying the correct papers with you. Ensure that you have taken backup of your computers and your phones. There's a lot of time that we do find that there are a lot of technical crashes that happen, glitches that happen at this point of time, that the data is not saved, and I normally get to hear from people who have lost all the data. It is also not advised during a Mercury retrograde to be going and shopping for a big ticket item. So try and avoid buying a car or an expensive television or something that you've been wanting to buy for some time. It's normally found out that right after the retrograde gets over, you could find either there could be a technical glitch in the product, or you could find a better product elsewhere. So ensure that if you have to buy, or if you are buying a technical equipment or a high ticket commodity, ensure that you have all your guarantee papers and it's signed and sealed, so that should you need to go back for return, you have all the papers in hand. We also have now the retrograde, besides affecting the communication, we have this the retrograde aspect happening 3, sometimes even 4 times in a year. And this the slowdown, technically speaking, there is no slowdown really that happens. There is in reality the planet does not go back to its orbit or to its axis, but from the retrograde stationary cycle point from the earth, from where it is that we are looking at it, it's just a mere illusion. So you have a sense of the planet's slowdown. In technically speaking, there is no slowdown that happens, or even any planet does not come back onto its axis. So it's really a time for revising, reviewing, and looking at things that you have done. It's really a research period. It's not a time where picking up or starting new projects or signing new contracts is advised. However, for you, this is affecting Aries in a part of your chart that has to do with partnerships, it has to do with relationships. So for you, the focus is going to be how it is that the way that you may have been dealing in your or conducting your relationships. This is a time for you to be reviewing that. A lot of times we have a certain image of ourselves that we like to project, or we perceive that this is how people or the world at large is perceiving ourselves. You need to be reviewing that is it so? Is it what you think in your mind? of the image of who you are and what you are and what it is that you're projecting outside. Do the projection and the reality, the projection and the perception, do they match or not, is something that you need to be seeing. Also, as far as your work is concerned, Aries, it's important to seek clarity over here, and even if it is something very small, try not to sort of just let it be, nip the problem in the bud. And there's nothing like a good communication that can get you, that can solve things. So seek clarity, even if you may think, or if you may not even feel the need to be asking for any kind of a clarity. And in the same way, good fences make good neighbors. So you will be forming better relationships, deepening your bonds in both your personal and your professional relationships. So keep that in mind. There is a total lunar eclipse that is happening, and it's conjuncting Uranus, and this is happening on the 8th of October. And this is quite a phenomenal aspect, I would say, after the Grand Trine cross that happened. This is the second bit for you, Aries, and for you specifically, this is extremely important. And this over here, your relationships are highlighted because this is going to be, it falls across the Aries and the Libra axis. It falls right in the center over there. So relationships, developing courage in your relationships, being truthful in your relationships, not just towards others but also towards yourself, looking at honestly as to what it is that you want out of your relationships, where it is that you see them going, how it is that you honor your relationships, are some of the things that this transit is going to be bringing about. Also, there is a lot of unleashing of creative kinetic power that the universe is asking you to do. So what is it that will set you free for you to be going ahead and pursuing your dreams? What is it that drives you? What it is that you are passionate towards? So while the Uranian energy has a bad reputation of being this really it cannot be curtailed. It is something which is absolutely unpredictable and comes and puts your entire house in chaos. The Uranian energy also gives a lot of courage. So at this point of time, and see, ram has horns for a reason. If a certain situation is not up to your liking, or it has not been up to your liking for the longest of time, the universe is asking you to steer it, make your own way, create another route for yourself. This is not the time, or I wouldn't even say not the time, but I think things have pretty much sort of they've come up to a surface. Now it is for you to be taking it in your fold and giving it some form of a direction and seeing as to where it is that you want it to go. It is also a time wherein that it will do you good if you look at life from other people's eyes. It's imperative for you, as far as your relationships are concerned, that you see from people who are closest to you as to how it is and what it is that they want in life, and whether or not that matches up to your goals, your desires, your dreams in life. That is what the Uranian truth and courage is going to be coming in hand. Now, since the eclipse axis is perfectly aligned with Uranus and also it's squaring to Pluto, the moon is closely conjuncting to Uranus, and it is begging you to break free of everything that has confined you so far. So it is really a time where and Aries, not just for you, globally also, this is it's quite a revolutionary time. You're going to be finding people speaking up their minds more. A lot of humanitarian causes are going to be coming up. No longer are people going to be sitting back and sort of watching the injustices or turning their heads and saying that, oh, it does not concern me and I have nothing to do with you. We are going to be finding during this part of, or the next part of of our lives, the second half of our lives, from this point onwards, that a lot of involvement globally, of everybody being more involved in the wrongs that are being done. It will be not that all of a sudden everybody will do it, but there is going to be a shift wherein there will be lesser of turning away of the head and saying that, oh, it does not concern me and I don't want to be dealing with it. So it is a quite a revolutionary time. It's very and that's very Uranian energy. So you will find whether it's civil disobedience, or you will find boycotts happening. They can also be in some cases computer hacking as far as the military intelligence is concerned, banking, corporate. So there is going to be a lot of even social media is going to be playing a huge role as far as the entire revolutionary bit is concerned. A lot of this is going to get done online. So and Uranus rules pretty much online, the bit of it. So a lot of effect over there. For you, it speaks about personal freedom, Aries. It speaks about, and it's affecting you over here. Besides your relationships, you yourself, it's your first house, and this is where the conjunct is happening for you. So what it is that is important to you, how it is that you perceive life to be, do you again, what it is that you're willing to sacrifice to reach to your desired goal, where it is that you want life to take you. And all this, of course, is required for you to be steering it, Aries. It is really not a time that, I think that the second half for you, the choices that you make now, Aries, is going to be impacting you for the rest of your life. So this is going to be the choices that you and the decisions that you take now will impact you in the second half of the life that is going to be there. There is also a lot of focus that is going to be there on habitual patterns. So and somewhere the universe is asking you to break those patterns, and I think at times more than a lot of the big stuff, it is the small stuff like breaking your habits, a certain pattern that you have formed, or you've got used to thinking in a certain way. You've become so conditioned about thinking of life, or not wanting to take, be it emotional risks, which is also a highlight for you this month, or be it wanting to pursue your dreams or your passion this month. And the universe somewhere is asking you to break these habitual patterns and really see what it is that you want. So a lot of these self questions, and a lot of these, whether they're circumstances or situations, you're going to be put up against, where a lot of you are going to be questioning yourself about all these things. Towards the end of the month, we have Venus, and Venus enters Scorpio around the 24th. Now, besides Venus being this goddess of love, beauty, sex, and money, and everything beautiful, and Scorpion being about sexuality and intimacy, besides creating a lot of excitement on the physical side, Scorpio also is a highly spiritual and a sensitive planet. So when Venus enters Scorpio, this is a time wherein that you're going to be feeling quite emotional, and this is affecting a part of your chart that has to do with home, your roots, what it is that makes you secure, your emotional needs. And there is a lot of wariness, there is a lot of insecurity or not wanting to take a risk emotionally, and for fear of betrayal. So this is a huge thing for you, Aries, as well this month. This is also a time where there is a carefully guarded possessive nature that you sort of keep it under wraps. And with Scorpio now coming into it, it could just get more surface, and you will either see a glimpse of it, acknowledge it, and understand, or maybe you know already about that about yourself, that the excuse me, that should you give yourself in a relationship, should you surrender yourself, you would expect complete devotion and complete devotion and complete dedication in that relationship. Universe over here is asking or rather telling you, Aries, this month is that you need to play the game in order to know as to what the outcome will be. And a lot of times I've seen in life, people, we live in this strange world that you have opportunity knocking at your window, and we tend to draw the curtain pretending that, oh, I'm not there at home. Or even if you find opportunity walking towards you, we tend to cross the road and behave as if I've not seen it. So try not to be one of those people this month, Aries. Try to draw courage from the Uranian energy. Try to and everything again that has to do with courage, truth, and it is something again quite close to, while maintaining your integrity, which is very close to an Arian. And keep that, keep it simple, keep it basic, stay true to what it is that you want, and the second half of the life, like I said, could just get impacted beautifully and could open up fantastic new doors for you. So have a brilliant October, Aries. I'm personally extremely excited for you. I'll be seeing you again in November, and thank you so